All right, welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we are on the square in LaGrange on Lafayette Square. We are doing a show and the theme is Thanksgiving in July. We're doing several different things here. We are doing a salad. Of course, I'm gonna make some sandwiches and all that kind of stuff. Things that you can eat on a budget and that's healthy for you. We're gonna do a mixed green salad, which I have back here behind me in this nice green bowl here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna mix some things with it. We're gonna mix a few things with it. This bread you see right here is a casserole. This one here is a casserole, and this one here is a potato roll. And we're gonna make some sandwiches with those. And I also have some turkey. By it being July and Thanksgiving is the theme, we are gonna do those type things there. I'm gonna grill some sandwiches with some Colby cheese on it and put it on this wonderful bread right here. And then I'm gonna take the turkey breast, it's a turkey loin, and I'm gonna season it. I'm gonna keep it simple, salt, pepper. Season it with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna put it in here. We're also gonna do a wrap with this bread I got behind me somewhere. Oh, right here. And we're trying to do all this stuff, show people how to eat a little healthy on a budget. And that can feed people for a couple days, family of four. That's there. I'm gonna start off with seasoning up my turkey, ground turkey, and putting it in this pan right here so we can go ahead and get started. All right. Back to what I said I was doing. I'm gonna make some ground turkey. I'm gonna season those guys with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, pepper, and go from there. That's my olive oil right there. I gotta save this because I gotta make a vinaigrette with it. Let me get my ground turkey. Now, on that ground turkey, I'm putting in my oil the seasonings. Even though turkey can be kind of dry sometimes when it's ground. So I'm putting black pepper in the olive oil, a little bit of salt, because you know turkey doesn't have that much fat to it, so you have to help it along the way. Let me put my gloves on, and by the way, I got some different type of gloves to go all the way up my sleeve a little bit, and they said they're large, which means I need extra large, but as long as I got gloves on. All right. And we're gonna put these guys together, pat them out a little bit. How's everybody doing out there? Good, good, good. Good to see some fans out there. We got several different people. I hope people that on Facebook looking live at me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now this is just a very lean butterball ground turkey. And the smart thing about this is when I was shopping for it, I look for a price that's on sale for it. And then what I did, I took it and put it in the freezer until I got ready to use it. It's much easier that way. So that's one of the things you need to learn to do when you're shopping on a budget. Look for those deals. All right, as you can see, I'm mashing these guys up right here. I'm getting that salt and pepper and that olive oil all blended in. And yes, this is a raw product. And what it's gonna does when I cook it, it's gonna turn white, pale white. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set it off to the side. And I'm gonna make little patties out of it. And we'll make these guys and set them to the side. All right. And you make the patties according to the size of the bun that you have. You have a small bun, something like that. You want to make it no more than 3 to 4 ounces at the most. This right here is a 3-ounce size. So that's one of the things you need to know about stretching your dollar. You know, if you can get more yield out of the product that you're working with. And you may notice I'm patting this out in my hand. with the gloves on. And I'm gonna put it directly on this flat pan grill that I have here. And it's coated with olive oil. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of these guys, and then I'm gonna put the rest of it back in the cooler I have here. In a turkey burger, it doesn't take long to cook. Take these guys off and dispose of them. All right. All right. It's a good crowd here today, and they hanging out with me in this hot day on July, the day before Friday the 13th. Okay. And as you can see, like I said, it's going to turn a pale white, which is a good thing. And this doesn't take long to cook. While it's doing that, I'm going to put another pair of gloves on, because I have to slice my bread. And the reason why I didn't put that raw meat on this board here, because we are outside in the heat, and bacteria spreads pretty fast in the heat. So I'm trying to be safe as well as being healthy. And I will cut my raw product, such as my meat on here. But before I do that, I'm gonna cut my bread, slice it, and then I'm gonna cut my vegetables, which is tomato and lettuce on here, before I put any raw product on here, because I don't want a cross-contamination going on. All right. Wow, this heat make my hands swell up, and these gloves ain't cooperating. There we go, there we go. I got me a bread knife, and you may notice I'm putting my hand on top like this. In case that knife slip, I'm not cutting myself. I don't want to cut my bread in my hand like that. That's never a good thing. All right, and if you don't want to do it like this, you can always lay it down like this and slice it. Now, the good part about these potato rolls, they're pre-sliced. And you can buy those in the store pre-sliced. All right. Now let's check these guys out and see how they're coming along. You see those grill marks that are coming out real nice on there? That's because I added that olive oil in there, and I also seasoned my pan beforehand. So that way the seasoning and it won't burn to a crisp. And I got it on a medium heat, so when it comes time to making sure your meat is done, you don't want to overheat your pan and burn everything and it be raw in the middle. Nobody likes to eat raw turkey that I know of. But to test it, I don't have a thermometer with me, but me being a cook, a chef, a lot of places use their hand to test the temperature of meat. You know, if you know you want it well done, that's the center of your hand. But if you want it medium well or something, that's the outer side of your hand. But to be medium rare, right over here in your palm of your hand, and rare is over here, close to your thumb.
Take a break. We're going to kill the live stream. Tell everybody stay tuned. We're going to be back.
All right. All right. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back to you in 1 or 2 minutes at the most, and we're going to come back because I need to clean this mess up. All right? Stay tuned. All right, I guess we're back live. Welcome back to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. Like I said, I was doing some burgers there, and I'm gonna put some cheese on it. But first of all, I wanna cut these lettuce and tomatoes and stuff like that on this board. I don't want no cross-contamination. I already sliced my bread. First thing I'm gonna slice is my tomatoes. These are beef steak tomatoes here. They're some of my favorite, but I like tomatoes, period. It doesn't have to be this big. Of course, it fit that one, but it doesn't fit that one. And beefsteak tomatoes, a lot of people like to serve these with steak. And back in the older days, they would season these and broil them in the oven. And if you ever had one broiled in the oven with salt, pepper, or whatever flavor you want, that is real good. It's real good. It's healthy for you too. And also you can top it off with other flavors if you like Parmesan cheese and all that kind of good stuff. But I recommend you try that sometime, the broiled tomato. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna cut some of this lettuce right here. By me being outside, and what I've done with my lettuce, I washed it, drained the water off it, put some cold water in it so it'll stay crisp. Because if I leave it out here in this hot sun, it'll wilt on us. So that's what I've done, and that's why you saw me leaving it in this bowl. And you want to look at a lettuce like this that doesn't have a thick heart in the middle, because when you got a thick heart in the middle, it can tighten up, but you want something that's loose. So when you're making your sandwich, it'll kind of fall apart like that. So that's what you want to look for when it comes to making a sandwich. All right, get these guys out the way here. All right. Mama said, don't make no mess. You make a mess in her kitchen, clean it up. That's what Mama say. All right. Now, if you like chipotle, I'm going to use this in more than one application. One application is I'm going to use it on this bread right here as like a mayonnaise spread to give it a little bit of spice. But first, I'm going to put these guys back on here to melt that cheese on top so we can give a presentation of that product. All right. The cheese I got is a Kobe cheese. It's a flavorful cheese, and I got that to put it on the turkey burger. I'm gonna do one with cheese and one without. And what I'm doing, I'm just gonna let it set on there like so. Like so. While that's doing its business, I'm gonna take a little bit of this nice spread here. Like I said, it's a ranch chipotle. If you're a ranch fan, this is heaven. If you're a chipotle fan, this is heaven. So you got a little bit of both, the best of both worlds. Spicy and you got the herb flavors. And when you get hot stuff, don't be afraid. Hot stuff is good for you. Like I said, it opens up your pores in your skin and it helps you breathe a little bit better, even though it burns your throat just a little bit. But it's pretty good. All right. Whoa. Got a little too much on there. But, and I'm gonna do one with this bread and one with a potato roll so you can see the product. All right. Let me be smart here and do this a little bit easier. Now, with a little bit of lettuce, build this sandwich here. Well, for those people who don't eat lettuce, they missing out. And I'm not seasoning the tomato. And you may notice I don't have pickles or anything like that on here either, because I want you to taste the turkey. That's the whole key to it. Because a lot of people forget how food tastes. They put so much stuff on it, they forget the flavor of the product itself. Okay, this one right here, and this one right here, and we're good. Now let me get me a plate and give you a presentation. This is what these guys would look like if they was in a store. Won't that look good on that plate? And this, if you are in a bistro or something like that, I'll leave that open face so you can see that product. And don't that look just heaven? I hope people on Facebook are a little bit hungry and jealous. You know, I'm gonna leave it right here so they can get even more jealous. So, all right, the next product I'm gonna work on is that salad. Because like I said, I wanna get all my products out of the way so I don't cross-contaminate stuff, so people won't get sick on me. Now, I'm gonna move these guys to the back. Now, on these mixed greens, then I'll wilt it just a little bit. We'll bring them back to life. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take a vinaigrette, I'm gonna make it with some cranberry sauce, almonds, and a little bit of oil, a little bit of water, because cranberry itself has a little bit of flavor to it. All right. And I got me a blender here, so I don't want to mix it up in a bowl. I want to mix it up in a blender so you can see. And what I'm going to take is a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of pepper, some salt, and I got some cranberries somewhere. And I have a little cranberry. The cranberries I have has some whole cranberry in it, but it's mostly a gelatin. And to make a good cranberry vinaigrette, and I'm gonna get me some water to add to it. Got a little water here. I'm gonna put the lid on. Now, while this is blending, I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there. You don't want to make a mess. Since cranberry sauce itself has a little bit of vinegar to it, I'll have to add no vinegar because I don't want it to be overpowering with a vinegar flavor. I want you to taste that cranberry. All right. This is what the product looked like. Hope you can see it out there. And I'm gonna drizzle it across this, and we're gonna toss it. And then we're going to put it on a plate. And I may even put one of these burgers beside it. And see, those are things that, hey, you'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't think of that. For the holidays, and especially salad, you can make it your own. All right. Have a little bit of this. Mix with it. Get it good and wet. And that's the good thing about a vinaigrette. You don't have to have a lot on the plate mixed in with it because you want to taste it. Okay. And I got some mandarin oranges, just plain mandarin oranges I bought from the store. And I'm just going to pick a few out of this can. And this is a presentation of that with this. Okay. Take a little bit of this on the plate. little bit of these guys. These are dried cranberries in almonds. And just sprinkle a little bit across the top. And take a little bit of this, put on there, just to give it some color and flavor. That changed that presentation tremendously. I mean, it's a light lunch, healthy for you. People will love it. All right, that's that product. That's the cranberry and vinaigrette salad right there. And I'm gonna move this guy out the way. And this. Anybody got any questions? Anybody like to have some questions for me? Walk up here. I got a microphone over here. We can share a conversation together. How you doing?
Fine, and you?
Good. Hold the mic a little closer to you so people can hear you out there. I know traffic kind of loud in the background there, but we are live. What do you think about the food so far?
I love it. I
Love
it.
it.
It's so good.
Does it look good? And
Yes.
let me give you a fork. I wish I could. Got one. Got several forks because I know you're not gonna share, right?
Yes, I'm gonna share.
Okay, good, because you got some people around you that might not. Hey, there you go, Marlene. You like to try it? Try the salad. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank
Let me get you. There you go. Try that salad.
you. Oh, Lord.
What do you think?
Love
You
it.
never would have thought cranberry sauce would do that for you,
No.
would you? Yeah. Then you got something to take to the table on Thanksgiving in July. Delicious.
Wonderful.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Simple.
It is simple.
Water, olive oil, cranberry sauce,
That's it.
Wow.
salt, pepper. That's it. And some mixed greens. And I put, of course, little addeds, fresh cranberry, dried cranberries, and
So simple. But
so
good.
simple but good.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole key. That's the whole key.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all taste this on live, and y'all, if you're all on Facebook, you can mess with some people and say, hey,
Well, thank you.
there you go, there you go. I'm gonna cut this one for you guys here.
You don't want to taste it?
Oh, I already had mine. You know what I mean? I gotta sample mine beforehand, so I know what I'm doing. Y'all can look at that camera and let them know, because they wouldn't know. There you go.
Yummy. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah,
It's good.
yeah. So all y'all Facebook people out there that's watching us live,
Missed it.
look at the crowd here. And there's some more people standing around too. These are the ones that's on camera. All right, I got bacon here. This is a turkey bacon, in which I'm gonna take this and put it in the wrap also. I'm gonna put some of this in that wrap, and you notice I got 2 more buns over here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna make, slice this turkey here, season it, and put it on here, and put it on a bun with that chipotle. So that's 2 types of turkey that you'll see already for a sandwich. So, you know, if you don't want to slave over Thanksgiving all day cooking food, you can do it, you can make it a lot simpler. And especially if you're a family of 4, but if you're a family of bigger than that, then you know, you want that traditional Thanksgiving meal. But who says you can't start new traditions? All right. All right, while he's doing that, I'm gonna get over here and turn this guy back on. And we can wait on our bacon. In the meantime, I'm gonna take one of these guys out of here, season them up real good. I'll do it on a plate this time, so I don't wanna make a mess of things. Again, my favorite, a little bit of virgin olive oil, because turkey can be a little dry. And you may notice I'm seasoning it, one hand dry, one hand wet. This is my wet hand, my right hand, since I use it the most. And my dry hand is this hand. A little bit of salt, pepper on it. And I'm gonna cut cutlets out of this. But I wanna show you something first. While I'm cutting cutlets out of this, I wanna show you the grain of the turkey itself. This is a turkey breast. So the center of the turkey itself, you got the spine of the turkey. So you got that breast that comes up like this in meat. And what they done, they took the turkey breast and cut it like that. Cut it straight off the bottom half of that breast. Now, you got meat grains going like this and this, which will make it tough to eat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this down the middle like this and cut this along the grain so it'll be easy to chew. Those are simple things, especially if you're an elderly person and you know, you're 80 years old, you can sometimes lose all this. Got to be replaced. You ain't got to be 80, and you can still lose all this, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and take this glove off and get another one on because that was my wet hand. And make it into a dry hand. Somebody probably out there laughing at me right now on Facebook. Look at him, he's just talking about wet and dry. I don't know what he's talking about. Wet and dry. You don't want to cross contamination. But you know, even on Facebook, that's some young culinary students that probably out there, what are you talking about, wet and dry? But that kind of stuff. Then you see I cut it like that. And that's what it looked like. And I'm cutting this on this plate right here. And that became a medallion. And it fits the size of the bun right there. And that's the whole key I was looking for. And so when you bite into it, it won't be so tough and chewy. Because nobody like to be eating on a piece of meat all day. Nobody. All right. I'm making this show mighty long. But it's a good show. It's a good show, which I'm proud of. I enjoy doing this. All right, this guy goes here. This guy goes here. You notice my left hand became my wet hand. My cutting hand is my dry hand. And this guy go here. And this guy goes here. All right, and I put you back in the bowl with the other guy, and we'll put you back in the cooler. And we'll get rid of you. Now, my board is not contaminated. I kept it simple. Now my medallions, just like all the others. Turkey can cook fast sometimes. Maybe because I got it on high heat, which I shouldn't have. Slow it down and let it cook slowly so the moisture will stay in it and not dry out. Okay? How y'all doing out there? I'm waving at the traffic, you know, there's a lot of traffic there. How y'all doing? Maybe this hands-free driving law we got going on too. I hope people paying attention to it. I don't want to be the cost of it, waving at people, you know. And what I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna use these other two pieces of bread, here and here, for make a sandwich with. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rough cut some salad, tomato, and mix in some of that chipotle dressing with it and put it on there. And then put the turkey on there. So that's another version of a turkey sandwich with the same product that I just made. I gotta have some paper towel over here. I can dry my hands a little bit. You know, while it's on my mind, I want to thank a few people out there like Philip Sledge. He's the producer of this show. Him keeping me out there give me live on Facebook for all our friends, and the people at Vernon Woods also for allowing me to get away and do this kind of stuff. And also all the support I get from the community, from people that I see, you know. It's a lot of good people. I'm truly blessed. So when people ask me how you doing, I'm okay. You know, that kind of stuff. And I'm proud of my family too. Now, back to these tomatoes. Here's the tomato. I'm prepping for my sandwich. Here's a little bit of lettuce. And you may notice I'm not putting any seasoning on that. Just rough cutting it. Now, that dressing. And somebody probably out there said, I can't believe he's doing that on this board. Yeah, because that's the very reason I didn't cross-contaminate with raw product on here, because I knew I would be putting this on there. Now, to open this up, and this, take a little bit of this, put on here, in here, and some of these tomatoes, put here. And this is the cutlet. The cutlet is almost done because it's the breast. And I tried to cut it as thin as I possibly could. All right. Now, I said I was going to put that bacon on here while that's doing its thing. This is my bacon. This is a panini grill, and I got it cooking on a 350 count temperature, and I'm grilling it. And it has a smoked flavor to it. Now, bring this guy over here to it. You got a sandwich there. Oops. You got a nice sandwich there. All that flavor, all that moisture. And then, the reason why I'm putting this on the tomatoes and lettuce to hold it in place while I put the sandwich together. And as you can see, that's a nice sandwich there. All that moisture and all that flavor from the turkey, so you get a chance to taste turkey and not everything else. All right, while I'm doing that, let me clean my board off, and I'm gonna take it over there to my personal sink I got. I'll wash things off. And put these guys down here to keep flies from coming around. All right. I think that sun helped them cook that bacon a lot quicker than that grill is. And I flipped my cutting board over, so I don't have any cross-contamination going on. All right. Now I'm getting ready to work on these wraps, like I mentioned earlier. I just wish y'all could smell this smoked turkey. I mean, from this bacon, you know what I mean? Smoke flavored. All right. refried beans. I got refried beans around here somewhere. These are just black beans refried right out of the can, keeping it simple. All El Paso wraps, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set this guy directly on here and let him do what he do. Got him doing what he do. Oh yeah, good and tender, nice and toasty. Man, oh man. What I wouldn't do to have a biscuit with this. I'm thinking breakfast, and here I am. You know, maybe we can do a Thanksgiving breakfast one day. You know? All right. What I'm getting ready to do with this is I'm going to take some of those mixed greens I got behind me with that vinaigrette and this chipotle, my refried beans right here, and that bacon. And I'm going to take that bacon, put it on top, and I'm going to get these refried beans and just spread them out on here, right out of the can. Because you can miss a lot of flavor right out of the can. You don't have to mess with stuff all the time. And I'm just spreading it out here with a plastic spoon, because I'm outside. Just enough for me to taste it. And I got some cheese here. A little bit of cheese, shredded cheese. Putting a little bit of cheese on there. And this cheese has bacon in it, actually. More of these guys for you over here. And on a little space on this, I'm gonna cut my bacon. And you're probably saying, where's the turkey coming in at? Right there. There's that turkey. That's why I had those guys sitting to the side. And I'm gonna chop it up as well. And my mixed greens. Those same mixed greens that you made a salad with, going in here. Won't be right now having a little bit of vegetable other than that. I'm going to take a tomato, dice him up just a little bit, put him in there too. Fold this guy up, like so. And you got that cheese in there. Set right there and grill just a little bit. All right. And the plate presentation on this guy. And this is a good little Thanksgiving meal. They got 2 sandwiches, a salad, and a wrap out of it. That's what your wrap looked like. That's a little bit of heaven on Facebook too. I wish you guys can see it. Right there. And a little bit of that. And some fresh raspberries to go on top. That's the hard part about raspberry. They don't hold up well. Regardless what you do to them. You can refrigerate them or what. right, and that's our show for today. Well, thank you for watching Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. And it's been a Thanksgiving 4th of July. I shouldn't say 4th of July, but it is July. All right.